This show is rated E for everybody.
Hello. Earlier this week, we lost one of the greats.
Mayor for life, Marion Barry.
Mayor Marion Barry helped out D.C. like you wouldn't believe.
More than any other politician did in Washington, D.C.
So, Mayor, you will be missed.
Love goes out to his family, friends, and loved ones, man. A truly modern day Martin Luther King, man.
Yeah, I've done a lot.
Hey, welcome everybody to WTF. We want the facts, the game, the show. I'm your host, Fred Wild.
And I'm Mike C. Welcome back, yo.
Hey, man, we don't have any videos for us to look at today, but the show's pretty much packed, man. We got a review of some of the games that came out this month. We have taken a look at the iPad Mini 3, and for you gamers that want to get into PC gaming but you don't want to spend $2,000 to $3,000, I got something for you called Alienware Alpha.
Okay.
So, Mike, one of the games that came out only on Next Gen this month was Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yes.
How was it?
Well, let's start out with the good. The world is expansive. Gigantic world, looks beautiful. There's a lot of things you can do. The enemies, they remember you. Let's say you steal from them or whatever, you kill somebody in front of them, they will remember you. So next time you walk them through, don't matter what threat level or whatever, they'll say, "Hey, you! I remember what you did." So they remember you, right? And the AI up in there, as far as the guards, they're tough. You can't fight off like 4 or 5 like you did in Black Flag when you went to go raid the ships and stuff like that. 2 of them are going to give you a heck of a time. So, as far as the AI and that component, awesome job. Now, getting to the bad.
Oh, Lord.
The bad is the glitches. This is glitch central. Every time I played this game, I had a problem. Okay, playing this game. As far as one, if you do your synchronization, you jump off from the building or whatever, try to hit some hay. Sometimes I was falling through the board, falling through buildings to hit the hay. It just didn't make sense. One time, I was trying to escape from guards, climbing up a wall, got stuck, arms flying all over the place in the air, and they killed me. I had to restart the game.
Oh, wow. Look, developers, we at the next gen point in this game, gaming, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't know. But, what do you give it, Mike?
I give it. I give this game a 2 out of 5. This is not a complete game. I do not recommend this game. Maybe if they do all the fixes and patches, they should have did it at the beginning before they shipped it out to us.
How was the multiplayer?
Multiplayer, it's broken still. It's broken. You couldn't get no matches to link up. It just, you couldn't set no friends. It's not working yet.
Yeah, so I heard something about that where they had a glitch and you had to delete the most recent people that you added to your friends list because they was having a lot of problems with the servers, which they shouldn't be having right now, not on the next gen console, man. So what's the rating again?
2 out of 5. I do not recommend this game. Wait for them to fix it. Maybe once they fix it, we'll look at the review again. But right now, 2 out of 5 stands until they can fix all these problems. Developers, please give us a whole game. Do not rush with the game. We'd rather wait for a good product than get a crappy product and play it.
Watch Dogs. Another game that came out this month, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yeah. So how was that, Fred?
Oh, jeez. How can I stop? It's a horrible game. I know a lot of people are going to give me a lot of flack for this, but Ghost was actually better than this game. So, if you're looking for a Christmas present and you got a next-gen console and you go to the stores and you see Ghost and you see Advanced Warfare,
Get Ghost.
Get Ghost. Get Ghost. Ghost was actually longer and better than this game. The multiplayer, I didn't really like it too much. The game was short. Now they're talking about adding zombies, these zombie missions, which is not a thing that I want to just jump out and buy. The zombie, I'm over the zombie thing.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about it too with that zombies, you got to pay for that DLC. It's not included in the game already. You got to pay for it. So that's more money you got to pay.
Now to educate some of you people that all this stuff is already printed on the game. So just because they have an exclusive DLC at Best Buy and an exclusive DLC at GameStop, that doesn't mean anything. These games already have that information on it. So you developers, you're cheating us out of the game experience, man. And I don't like that at all. You know, Call of Duty, I would give it maybe, I'll give it a 1.5.
God.
A 1.5 out of 5. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 1 is because I had to actually play it and I beat it. The 1 is because I got it. The half is because I beat the game. The game is horrible, man.
Wow.
Get Ghosts instead. Get Ghosts. I mean, the gameplay, the storyline was...
It's good, right? You like the storyline, at least that.
Now, it had its twist in it. It had that twist in it.
But you already knew the dude was...
Yeah.
Okay.
But multiplayer online...
Multiplayer isn't good.
A lot of people gonna give me flack about it, but hey, I don't like it. It's another game that came out.
Didn't they redo that GTA?
Yeah. It's a polished game. It's a pretty good game. If you didn't have it on the last gen console, get it on this one. They integrated some more missions. They put a first-person shooter in there, which is really not a wow factor. That's something I could have did without. You know, that's more of a like a shooting type game, not when you just run the streets and you're stealing cars and stuff like that. The first-person view doesn't really. I wouldn't even put it in a game, but graphically, it's a better game than what the last gen was. More missions. The only thing that they don't have the bank heist in there yet, and hopefully they implement that soon. I hope, but I would give that 5 out of 5 because it's a good game, man. Even if you did have it on last gen, go out and get it. It's a pretty good, but essentially it's the same game. It's nothing really new other than a couple of new missions. And they were talking about there was more cars on the street and more traffic. I didn't see it. I didn't see. I just saw a polished game like the remastered version of The Last of Us. That's all I really saw.
Well, how about online? Could you still have your money and stuff from online?
Well, the online now is 30 players only, and I believe it was more than that. Now I could be wrong, but I thought it was more than that. But they decreased it by 30 players being online only. So if that's a downer, next gen you should be able to have more than that. You should be able to have 120 players. You know, this was a big game when it came out a couple of years ago, and for people that ordered it, you know it was going to be a big sale. But man, you should have more players than that. Maybe that'll come later on with firmware updates and stuff like that. But if you didn't get it on last gen, man, go out and get that game. That's 5 out of 5, man, right there. Another game that came out this month, Far Cry 4.
Yes, Far Cry 4. Awesome game. Y'all should definitely cop that one. Beautiful game. Photorealistic. All the way down to the animals, man. You can hunt up in that game. You can invade strongholds, rescue hostages. You can just do it by stealth. You can do it guns blazing, just shooting up the place. You can even do it on elephant back, man. Elephant back with a rocket launcher. That's what I would definitely recommend.
See, I played the game. First night I got it, I put the game in, and as you know, you start off as you're on this bus traveling. And I paused the game for a second to go to the bathroom. But when I unpaused the game, when I came back, I was in this shrine lighting this candle. And when I walked out the shrine, the character, I forget his name, with a little tight pink suit or whatever, he said, I hope you found what you were looking for. And then the credit titles came up. And I was like, I just beat this game.
But not even playing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's a glitch in the game somewhere.
Well, I didn't see that. That didn't happen on my version. So
Well, spoiler alert. Now you know it. Now it's a massive open world.
Yes, the world is huge.
I
haven't even got to the end of the map yet. So
the multiplayer, how was that?
Multiplayer, I have not got on the multiplayer yet. But as far as what I hear, the multiplayer is really there. As far as you guys can come in and control the copters or whatever, give you air support when you invade some of those strongholds. So yeah, you should definitely try this.
Now, one of the games that didn't come out this month was Sunset Overdrive, and if you go back and look at one of our previous videos, Mike did an unboxing of the white Xbox with Sunset Overdrive. So, your take on that?
Well, Sunset Overdrive, it's a fun game. Graphics beautiful. It's very bright and a lot of colors up in this game. Even from just the way they deliver this game, it's a fun game. It takes you back to Ratchet and Clank and Jet Grind Radio. As far as you shoot somebody or you explode a orange guy with a big head. It says boom. As far as you free somebody, you hear the word bird come up there, and it's all frozen stuff. So it's a nice game. The graphics and the characters are all off the wall type characters. So it's a very interesting game. You will be really liking this game.
Now, I'm not really a big Ratchet and Clank person, but I played the game, and the one thing that gets me on games is that it has to be eye appealing to me. And the bright colors and the graphic design of this game, it really caught my eye. It kept me playing the game. Now, that's not my usual gameplay, but I played it. I caught myself actually wanting to play it more and more. I got so many other games that I played, but this particular game, if you haven't gotten it yet, go out and get it though. It's a pretty good game. A lot of DLC content for it. Actually, if you get the Day One edition, they give you some free DLC if you're part of the preview thing with Microsoft. They sent me a code for something else. But I don't play it on the regular. But it is a game that I'll play it. It's a fun game. It's an attractive game, I would say. So what's the rating on that one?
We're rating on that 5 out of 5. It's an awesome game.
Yeah,
it's an awesome game.
with Xbox, the thing now, maybe I'm the only person that's having this problem, right? But my Xbox, I got the Day One edition. I was forced to get that, but I don't know if people are having the same problem where I have to stay connected, plugged up to this, because it won't read my joystick if I unplug this game.
Wow.
So it's kind of hard for me playing any Xbox game where I have to stay tethered to it, and that just turns me off. Yeah. Just like a game that came out this month also was Halo, Master Chief Edition. And for all you out there that know me, I'm not a Halo guy. Never been, never was. I don't really get the concept. They say that it's this terrific shooter to some people, but I'm not a big fan of it, And comparing it to what's the game? Destiny. Destiny is I'll play that before I play Halo, but you get all of the collectors. You get Halo, the original Halo. You get Halo 2. You get Halo 4, Halo 3, Halo Reach, and then you get a beta key to play the new Halo when it comes out. And you can also press the back button on there to see how the original graphics look. Now, they don't polish this game up, especially on the original Halo. They polished that game up pretty good, man. It looks a lot better than what it did on the original Xbox. But I didn't get into it. Shout out to all my NBL clan members out there, Quest and Fixer and Fat Tony. On the 360 and on the original Xbox, I got all the Halos, but they didn't get a lot of play unless I was playing online with my friends. But
so you basically don't know nothing about the campaign or nothing.
the campaign was you're not missing nothing. if you played it's just pretty graphics, prettier graphics.
Mm-hmm.
The campaign is just like the campaign it was on the Xbox, the original Xbox, and the Xbox 360. The multiplayer. Now I can't say on the original Halo on the Xbox it wasn't multiplayer, but now you can play multiplayer.
So that's a big plus.
So I mean that's a good, and I'll give it a 5 out of 5 just because you're paying one price for 4 or 5 games plus a beta key for the next one that comes out. So you know, people out there that like Halo,
love Halo.
I'm not a fan, but I'll give it a 5 out of 5 just because of that fact. You get all those games with that one price.
Oh yeah, I want to jump back to Far Cry 4. There was one bad thing I had to say about Far Cry 4. The driving. The driving in the game is horrible. I don't like driving no vehicle up in that game. Many times I'd rather walk, or either I get into a vehicle and put it on auto drive after I set my waypoint. So that's the only drawback of the game is just the driving. Other than that, everything else is awesome. I give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for that Far Cry. Didn't that wrestling game come out too? What was that? WWE?
Oh jeez, I'm extremely hard on these games because it's a next gen game, so I'm expecting more out of it. If you have it on 360 and P4, I wouldn't get it on the next gen because it's probably worse than that. Now, my thing with it is that the wrestling, I'm a big wrestling fan. Me and my daughter, we're big wrestling fans. And pretty much just like all you other big wrestling fans out there, you want fluid actions.
Mm-hmm.
These characters, when you get in a grappling hook to do his next move, that you can actually see your character pause and it loads. It's like it's loading up the next move. So you can get into a grapple and then it'll stop for a second or two and then it'll do your next move. Wow. It's not a fluent flow at all, just like 2K, NBA 2K. It's not fluent as that.
Mm-hmm.
It should be. I mean, it's the same developers that made NBA 2K that's making this wrestling game. You should have did a lot better. It's not a good game at all. I mean, I'm a die-hard wrestling fan. Die-hard wrestling fan. I'll even still hook up my Nintendo 64 and play No Mercy. That's how die-hard I am. But I wouldn't recommend it on next gen. Plus, I know a lot of people gonna give me flack about this, but I don't see any difference.
And from the PlayStation 3 to P4,
I don't see a big difference. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. It's the same. The characters look the same. The crowd looks the same, and it's still the same pause before your actual next move. So
what'd you give it?
Geez, do I really gotta wait just the graphics for this? Let's move on.
All right. Let's see what else we got. A new piece of hardware.
Well, we got Dragon Age Inquisition. That came out. That's not really my game. And then I know there's another game that everybody's wondering, why didn't they talk about it?
Oh, Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U.
I'm not a big fan of Nintendo. My Wii U has so much dust on it. I can count on my hands how many times I actually played my Wii U. I'm not a big fan of it. So, I had it on the DS, and I played it like maybe once. And I know playing the DS version and the Wii U version is a lot different. Now, they say that this game is killer. It's a bad game.
It says awesome.
But, I'm sorry. I'm not a Wii U fan at all. It's probably a good game. I should have took the time out to review it, but hey.
Maybe we'll check it out later on and get back to you guys with a review.
I'll promise you next month I'll force myself to actually play this game, and I'm gonna have to get a couple of drinks.
you might like it. You might like focused.
It. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Wii U. So maybe we'll review it next month because Watch Dogs also came out too, and I'll take a look at it and tell you how I feel. But it's not gonna be great. So. be right back with a review of the Alienware Alpha.
We want the facts, the game show.
Welcome to Madmen Unlimited Embroidery and Printing. Our services include embroidery, direct-to-garment full-color printing, and screen printing, all with affordable pricing. Create your own smartphone and device covers and cases for iPhone, HTC, Galaxy, iPads, tablets, Kindle, and Nook. Our user-friendly website's customized settings makes it easy to design your own t-shirts, covers, and cases. Visit us online and request a free quote at mmuprinting.com. We also do customized printing for polo shirts and knits, golf shirts, long sleeve and short sleeve shirts. No order request is too small or large. Contact us at area code 443-333-8827 and let us create something everlasting for you. Madmen Unlimited Embroidery and Printing. Your ideas are made to stick.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. Fred, Alienware. Talk about it.
All right, for you console gamers that want to get into PC gaming, this may or may not be the console for you. So, I'm not going to call it a Steam machine, although it has the Steam beta on it.
Mm-hmm.
It also has Windows 8.1, so this is a PC, but it's more because of the design and how small it is, it's considered a gaming console. But this version is the Intel Core 3 processor. It goes all the way. It goes all the way up to the i7 processor, which you can upgrade this to. You can upgrade this to. This has 4 gigs of RAM on it, but you can expand it to 8 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
This has 500 gig hard drive on it, but you can put 2 terabyte. They're saying.
Okay.
But I'm just guessing since it has Windows 8.1 on it, you can put like a 10 terabyte hard drive on here and just partition it out. So everything is upgradable. The only thing that's not upgradable is the graphics card because it's soldered onto the board. It's an NVIDIA GTX graphics card that has 2 gigs of RAM on it. It comes with an Xbox 360 controller on it. You can still play your Steam games, and you can also play your PC games. But when you load this thing up, it goes automatically into the console mode. In order to access the PC mode, you're going to have a keyboard and a mouse hooked up to it. So then you can choose between, whether you want to play your keyboard and mouse games or you want to play your games with your joystick. But it comes with not only the Xbox 360 controller, it comes with the wireless dongle as well. Now, I'm not going to open this up for y'all, but like I said, you can only upgrade 3 parts in here. You have an in and out HDMI port on the back of here. You got optical, so if you want to hook it up to a sound system, you have Ethernet on here, which is probably the best way to do gaming. And then you have USB 3.0 ports on the back. You have 2 on the front, as well as your on button right here. And most people can't see this, but they have a USB port under here, which is strange.
That is strange. I think it's going to be for an attachment or something?
Well, I guess it's to. I honestly don't know what it's for, but I don't know if it's to to hide a cord out the way, just in case you have like too much stuff hooked up to this. But it comes with this case. I'm figuring they're going to make something to stick in here, so you can just close it up. Some type of peripheral. I don't know.
So is this a buy or what can I do with this? Is this a buy? Should I get this?
Now I had problems actually when I booted this thing up. Now this is not a system that you're gonna get and just right out the box play. You still have to tweak it like it's a PC, right? So you PC gamers know what I'm talking about. It's not like us console gamers where just turn it on and everything is setting for you. You still have to go here and decide what size you want the screen to be. You know, whether you want it to be running at 720 or you want it running at 1080. And then a lot of other stuff that you have to tweak in here. The resolution, the frame rate, the CPU power that you have to give to certain games. It's still a configuration thing in here. I would probably hold off on it. It's not a necessity. Now, if you're like a real hardcore PC gamer and say you wanted to play your game on the road, but now you have an opportunity to get something like this. If you know about tweaking this thing, you know you can take it to the hotel room or the resort, and you can still stay online and be with your friends. But for somebody that's coming out of console gaming and getting into PC gaming, it's going to take a lot to get this to work. For you to to configure it out. But if you want a desktop PC, and if you get the lowest cost one, the $400 range, well, really $500. Yeah, I would probably say get it, but not necessarily, because Alienware promised that every game running on here would run at 1080p.
Okay, that's a big promise,
and that's not the case with this. Because to get the full horsepower out of here, you can't go with the lowest grade on here. You can't go with the i3. You have to put i7 in there. And later on down the line, I'll bring this thing back on and review it again and show you how the i7 handles the games. But for right now, I had major problems with this game console. I'll test it some more and I'll get back to you all. But yeah, I will hold off on it. It's not a necessity, like I said, but it's just something. It's something small that you can play your PC games on if you know how to tweak this stuff. But I'm not really a PC gamer. I'm more of a console.
Me too. Coming up next, we're going to review the iPad Mini 3 on We Want the Facts, the game show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. Fred, what we got right here?
Apple's came out with a new iPad Mini. This is iPad Mini 3.
Okay.
It's actually the last gen iPad. So we'll do an unboxing of this and see what we got inside.
All right. iPad Mini.
Oh, same thing. All right, well, y'all pretty much know what's in there. The cord and the instructions nobody reads and the dongle. That's it. Now, if these two iPads can learn to get along, all right. Seriously, folks. Now this is supposed to be a lot thinner than the old iPad. I don't see it.
I don't see it either. They look the same thickness to me.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually I took it out of an out-of-box case. Now that's the bottom thing. But no, I can look at it right here.
This one's a little thicker, ain't it?
This actually is a lot thicker than this. Because my hand is, when I slide my finger over here, it's going down. So by them saying that the iPad Mini is being a little bit thinner than the old iPad, it's not true. It's not true. Now I haven't turned this thing on, but the only new features on this thing is your fingerprint scan on here. And they're not really using that for anything other than to unlock your iPad. So that's a nice safety feature. Um, it can only recognize one Apple ID at a time. So um, if you lose this thing, all your information will be encrypted on here and it'll be wiped out. So that's kind of a downfall too. If you have, a spouse that uses the same iPad, it can only recognize one fingerprint at a time. So I don't know if this thing's a buy or not. It has another feature with Apple iPay, where you supposed to, like with your new iPhone 6, you're supposed to be able to walk inside Target or Walmart or whatever and swipe your phone, and instead of taking out your credit card, you're supposed to be able to do that. But you can't carry this around on your hip. It's better than carrying a full size iPad, but there's no really big difference on here other than the gold that's on the back. Everything is pretty much the same. It has the same camera as the iPhone 6. Nothing's changed on it other than the fingerprint thing. I said I haven't turned it on. I can say the screen on here, the Retina display is a lot better than the older generation iPads. This has a better display on it. But is this a go out and get and buy? Looking at it, I don't think so. I don't think it's a gadget that I would hurry up out and go get. Like I love Apple because that's what I do all my work on, but I wouldn't rush out to go get this thing. The wow factor for me is not having the fingerprint scan to unlock my stuff. I can still punch in my same code for all my other devices and get inside of it. But the fingerprint thing is not wowing me. The speakers are supposed to be a lot better than the older generation, but it's the same. It's the same. It looks like the same thing to me, man. It looks like the same thing.
It looks the same. It just has pretty gold on the back.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a nice little reflector on the Apple, like a little mirror. That's all it is.
All right, iPad Mini. We saw the unboxing. You guys make the call.
I will wait.
There it is.
I will wait. If you have an iPhone 6, I will go with that instead of this. Jeez, it's no difference. But yeah, that's a short review. So we'll be right back.
Oh, we want the facts of the game show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want the facts. It's time for Mike's holiday picks. Our top 5. Number 1, Evil Within.
Excellent choice.
Number 2, Destiny.
Excellent choice.
All right. Number 3, Shadow of Mordor.
Excellent choice.
Number 4, Far Cry 4.
Judgment still out on that.
Number 5, Sunset Overdrive.
Okay.
Y'all should definitely get these games.
All right, man. So thanks for tuning in.
Most definitely.
It's a short show this week, Mike. But yeah, that's about it. Tune in for the next episode 4. Don't know what we'll be doing in December, but I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody out
Most
there.
definitely. I hope you guys enjoyed y'all holiday.
And like we said at the beginning of the show, man Barry, he was
Awesome.
He was a staple in the community, man. No matter what people say about him, man, he did a lot
A whole lot.
for the people of Washington, D.C. And there won't be another politician like him for years.
That's true.
I call him the modern day Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
he will be missed. And I don't see anybody doing half the stuff that he did in his lifetime.
Right.
But thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Oh, we want the facts.
The game show.